And I think we're live. Hi, everyone. Welcome to yet another live webinar with me. Normally, we meet on Wednesdays, and that's going to be this week as well. But this is just in addition to our regular Wednesday webinar. We meet today. And today's webinar is going to be all about SuperTeacher. We're going to look at the recent updates and things you should check out to begin with. And yeah, then we will go through some frequently asked questions and answers. Feel free to ask questions at any point, and please let me know in the comments below if you can see and hear me clearly. Let's wait for a couple of seconds or a minute. And in the meantime, I will check if the live looks good in the groups. Okay, so on YouTube, it looks like there is a bit of delay, but still, it looks good. Okay. Let me just check. I want to make sure my sound is good. And I will just share the link once again, just to make sure it works. Okay, let's see. I am not sure. It looks like we are having some issues. Let me check once again. If you're watching the replay, yeah, no worries. I will just cut it out. So if anybody can see me, I think I had some issues with the live stream. So please let me know in the comments below if you can see and hear me clearly. And I will make sure to share the link once again. Okay, let me paste the link. Sorry. And okay, so please do let me know if you can see and hear me in the comments below, so I can make sure my sound is good. Okay, I will just give it a go so we don't wait anymore. If you're tuning in late, don't worry. You can watch the replay later on. So today's webinar is all about SuperTeacher as a home base for your independent teaching business. Oh, now I see some viewers joining in. Hi there. Can you please let me know if everything is okay? Because it seems that I had some issues with the live stream. So I'm sorry about that. Okay, comments are coming in. Perfect. Thank you so much. Yay. Wonderful. Hi, Angie. Thank you. Okay, now I can see and hear everybody. I'm not sure if it was a delay. Like, I'm sorry if you were just been waiting for me to start. Okay, thanks, Emma. Hi, welcome. Wonderful. Okay, you can see and hear me. Thanks so much. Okay, without any further ado, thank you for confirming. All good. So, sorry for a bit of delay. Obviously, I had some tech issue. Good to know. We're good to go. Awesome. Wonderful. So let's see. Usually, I know some of you who know me are used to our Wednesday webinars when we usually have some open topic, like a general topic for independent or online ESL teachers, tutors, even mentors and educators in general. But today's webinar is all about SuperTeacher. I thought like it's not that often that I do them, and just wanted to let you guys know where we are at with SuperTeacher and yeah, what you can expect from it at this point. If you're just starting with SuperTeacher or just curious, that's going to be perfect for you as well to explore its main features and what it is all about. Yeah, hi Katie. Not used to Monday webinars. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking, like and saying. We're gonna have our regular Wednesday webinar for sure. Thanks for still tuning in. Oh, hi Igor, you're there too. Awesome, perfect. Okay, thank you guys for the patience. I did have some issues, obviously. Okay, without any further ado, let me just share my screen so we can get the things going. And I don't want to waste your time, of course. So today is going to be all about SuperTeacher as a home base for independent educators. For those of you who know me, you know that SuperTeacher was first introduced as Super Kid like 2 years ago. Sorry, and in the meantime, after teacher friends said like, hey Ivy, I have adult students, or is this just for kids? That wasn't the idea for it to be restricted, so we had to rebrand, and that's how Super Teacher was born. So nevertheless, let me just introduce briefly for those of you who don't know me. My name is Ivy. I'm a special educator, and I've been teaching ESL online for the past 8 years almost. Of course, I started teaching with schools. I taught with one Vietnamese company and a few Chinese companies such as Dada ABC, GoGo Kid, and so on. And since the China market and the double reduction policy hit in 2021, I was forced to kind of go independent. And it wasn't easy at all, especially figuring out all the tech stuff, and admin stuff, and challenges regarding Chinese markets everybody has to overcome, such as scheduling for sorry classes, receiving payments, and so on. So that's how the idea of Super Teacher was born, and I'm the founder of Super Teacher, a very useful web app that takes care of all your admin work regarding your education business, online education business. Yeah, so that's kind of how things came to life, basically. Let me just make sure you can see my screen. Okay. Oh, let me just open this better kind of view so you can better see it. I hope it's on the full screen now. Okay. We do have some glitches, but we're good. I think we're still good to go. Okay. It looks decent enough. Um, So, what is Super Teacher all about? If I had to introduce it like in a nutshell, Super Teacher is an out of box home base for independent edupreneurs. What does that mean? It means you just sign up, and all of a sudden, just by filling in your teacher name and some basic info, you get a fully featured website, your personal, very own professional business page you can use further on for your education business. Then it incorporates an integrated bookings and payment system for worldwide reach and growth. That means everything works together, kind of. You don't need to use a bunch of apps, not collaborating, not seeing each other, and not working together. SuperTeacher is all about making things work independently for you. Like, kind of, you can think about it as a virtual assistant, but in a digital form, right? um, so that also means you don't have to track anything manually. It does all the admin work for you. Then SuperTeacher is also a learning management system for tracking, managing, and delivery. Tracking in sense of tracking class packages you sell, your bookings, your rescheduling, your class cancellations, student attendance, and so on, and delivery in a sense of selling your products, your teacher products or tutoring products. Those could be live classes, or they can be digital products in a form of maybe a resource library, a course, a self-paced course, or a flex class, or a hybrid kind of product, whatever you can think of, basically. Because it was inspired by teachers and my own needs, and a few more founding teachers. We knew what we wanted to have to make it work for us. And so in time, SuperTeacher got to open up eventually to others. And since a few weeks ago, you can use SuperTeacher as a lead collector as well. I know This feature was highly requested and inspired by teacher friends who have been using SuperTeacher already. So that means as soon as you register and start using your unique teacher page, everybody who comes to interact with your teacher page and, for example, register with SuperTeacher using your link or gets your free resource, a lead magnet you build, which we're going to cover on Wednesday in our Wednesday webinar. We're going to talk all about how to create lead magnets to attract prospective students. That means as soon as somebody who you share your teacher page with, be it, with your circle of friends or current customers, or just if you're doing self-marketing on social media, you will get their contact information listed in your My Students list. And this is something super exciting. And from that point on, you can reach out to them, you can message them within SuperTeacher. So you can do everything within SuperTeacher, actually. You can book a free class for them, a trial class, offer them a digital product, and so on. I hope this sounds exciting because this is brand new. And I'm yet to gather feedback from teachers actually using it. I will let you know. Let me check if we have some comments. Okay, we're good to go. Yay, everything looks good. Perfect. So let's put SuperTeacher in a spotlight. Let's go a little bit more in detail what it is all about. So I mentioned getting a teacher page first, and it's out of box. That means you just have to fill in your business information or teacher information. So here you can see, I hope you can see, let me check. You can. Is it big enough? I just hope it's big enough. Yeah, I'm in the full screen already. Let me exit full screen so I can zoom in even better. Oh yeah, like this. I like this. Okay, so this is an example. This is my own teacher page. So you can see, maybe if you have been teaching with companies, it will feel familiar. Like, look at all these elements on your front page. So this is what the student will see: your introduction video, your profile photo, your feedback, and your class offer, and even a little messenger here down there that says send a message. So right from the get-go, you can tell this is my or your future teacher shop. So everything is listed on this front page. They can even see the grades you teach, the curriculum you use, and the classes you offer. Just a basic quick look. Feel free to interrupt me and at any point ask questions. That's why I'm here for. So the second part of your teacher page is kind of portfolio. It's optional. Everything on building up your teacher page is optional. Like literally everything. There is nothing you have to do other than setting up your class offer, packages and curriculum you teach, and then the payment method. And also adding a curriculum, classroom link. We'll get to that very quickly. So the second part is kind of your portfolio. You can add a photo. I've noticed teacher friends usually add a picture of them in the classroom, to show their teaching style, or it can be anything really. I put my certificate because I thought it was very representative, because I got it for receiving the highest percentage of 5-star ratings in 2020. So I thought this is something parents, because I teach kids, I thought parents would appreciate. I also listed my previous teaching experience and a little welcome message. So it's kind of like a template you get and you fill it in with your own content. And then there's a personal calendar, business calendar, but you get it in your local time zone, and students can preview it in their local time zone. And by the way, SuperTeacher is translated for now. The whole platform is translated into Chinese and Korean. So that means with a click of a button, students can just translate everything you see here will be translated to their language. And let me see. And you can see the further class offer, like group classes. If you're offering subscription plans or self-paced courses, everything is listed on your teacher page. Just briefly, like a sneak peek here. Let me check if we have. Emma says, SuperTeacher is amazing. I would highly recommend it. Thank you so much, Emma. Emma's been with SuperTeacher for a long time now, and I'm so excited to have you. Thank you for showing up for the live still, because there were major updates recently, and I still feel it's valuable for everybody, no matter if you're just starting or have been with SuperTeacher for some time. Okay, so the first thing you get is your teacher webpage. You can use for self-marketing and lead collection, right? The second thing is the student portal. So every student of yours gets their own account, so to say, and a portal. And here you can see the main components. Like they can tweak their profile, they can even add a little picture, change their student name. Then they can preview the lessons they take. As you can see here, maybe it's a little bit small, but basically they see your name, what the class is about, when the class is going to start, and if the class is booked or canceled, or maybe rescheduled. And there is a little magnifier button. I won't get into much detail, but just to mention, here you can see more details. And that's where both you and your students can cancel class or reschedule. Then they can preview the subscription programs and courses they take. Let's say you are a teacher creator, not just teaching live in the classroom, but also have some products like digital products, courses, worksheets, anything you want. You can offer them within your SuperTeacher page and shop, I like to say. So here they can just preview and access them at any point. They can check the balances. That means the class packages they purchased. And at any point, I noticed parents love that, especially like, teachers having children as students. Their parents usually report that they say, "Oh, I love how transparent it is. I can actually see, I can tell I've used 2 classes, I have 13 more to go." So it's really convenient. Everybody, both teachers and students, can see their balances within class packages, and SuperTeacher tracks them. You can also leave feedback or receive feedback of your class, and you can share lesson notes, anything you want after each class. And since like also 2 weeks ago, we have added this awesome feature, certificate. That means if you do create some resources, or I mean courses specifically, your students can get certificates. I think that's great for self-marketing as well. Like no matter what it is, what kind of student base you have, anything you decide, you can add a little certificate if you do create courses. And they're going to have the student name, the course name, your name, the date, and that's it. It's basic, but it's still very functional, and I think unique to SuperTeacher. Great. So we saw the teacher page, and we saw the student portal. Then you have your own teacher shop, right? And this is what students see when they come to your profile. They can pick if they want to book one-on-one class, group class, take a self-paced course, or subscribe to your classes and services. And you can see here how you can actually create each of these offers separately. I know it sounds a lot, but just follow what you need with SuperTeacher and go from there. No need to try to learn all about it. Just try to learn what you need from it, and it probably has it. Whatever it is, it was built for independent teachers specifically, like me, like you, and if you are aspiring to become one, it has everything you need. Here is how you can offer class packages on your teacher page. The prices are in dollars. And this is how it looks when you have your group classes listed. So this is the student perspective, the student view. They can click and purchase. When it comes to purchasing, I did mention SuperTeacher has an integrated booking plus payment system. That means, imagine like you are invoicing something using just Stripe or PayPal or anything. Basically, you just create the invoice, right? And share with the student, and nothing happens. I mean, they pay and that's it. From there on, you normally would have to manage, write down or enter it in a spreadsheet or whatever you do to keep track. Like you would have to keep track of the class credits you sold, manage every time when they reschedule, cancel, don't show up. If you do makeup classes, everything. That means SuperTeacher is all integrated. It just tracks whatever happens between your student and you at any point when it comes to classes and your class offer. So whatever they get, be it one-on-one class, group class, a class package, a subscription program, a self-paced course, it gets listed on your teacher dashboard so you can track it. And later on, when they use this something you sell, like be it a class credit or package or something, it becomes class credits in the system. So that's how SuperTeacher tracks them. Whenever they book class, it takes away a class credit. When they cancel, it refunds it back, which is really interesting and important. Like if you are worried about how you're going to refund your students, think about class credits, and it makes things much easier. Um, the way they can pay, so students can use cards, and because SuperTeacher was, inspired with us fellow ESL teachers who used to be working with Chinese companies, we wanted and needed to make sure our clients from China have a way to pay. So it supports WeChat. Oh, I now see I didn't add Alipay because it was just recently added to our, yeah, to become one of the payment methods. So there is also Alipay in addition to WeChat and card payments. Let me see. Okay, and the way to process payouts, this is the flow. So depending on which country you are coming from, or actually going to be using SuperTeacher, it depends the way you're going to receive your income is going to be different. So as mentioned before, students can pay using a bank card, WeChat, or Alipay. Bank card means like any type of card. So far, we have like lots of students from different countries and teachers, and I haven't encountered any kind of issues regarding payment methods. So everything is accepted basically. And as for the payout, so this when the student pays, it comes to your SuperTeacher page, as you see this teacher in the middle. And then depending on your ability to receive payouts, if you come from a Stripe supported country, you can set up your Stripe Express account connected with your SuperTeacher profile, and that means your payout flow will be automated. Nothing for us to do, which is great. Nothing for you to do manually, like request payouts and so on. So you would just, Stripe does it all for all of us. And Stripe has the policy of 2 business days for processing the payouts. If you don't have the Stripe option, we can use Wise. Wise is a payment processor that's very convenient. It does instant payments, but the difference comparing to Stripe is you would have to manually request payouts from your account. And this is also, I find it based on teachers' feedback, that it's actually convenient because you might prefer once a week payouts or once a month, whatever works for you, or instant payouts. However it works for you, you can request the payout at any point after selling something, and SuperTeacher will process it same as Stripe within 2 business days upon receiving your payout request. So it's the same, the time frame is the same, but you have to request the payout manually. That's the main difference, and we have to process it manually. But yeah, when it comes to waiting for your income to arrive or anything, the flow is the same. Let me know if you have, like, this is something, sorry, a lot of teachers ask and need support with. Emma said, Katie says, I have my first class with a parent paying and booking through SuperTeacher. Oh, that's so exciting. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. Thank you for sharing. I mean, this is so cool. Awesome. Can't wait to hear how it goes. Please let me know afterwards. So exciting. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And the last thing I prepared here as an intro part is a type of, we haven't checked the self-paced courses. Maybe, what did I do here? Yeah, I just wanted to show you like how it looks on your teacher page. Yeah, we talked about it. Maybe just skip. Let's check what SuperTeacher isn't, which is also really important. And I'm hoping this video to stay for replay, so it helps, teachers getting into SuperTeacher for the first time. So what SuperTeacher isn't, it's not a student marketplace. That means you do your own self-marketing. Sometimes it happens that teachers come and expect to get students from SuperTeacher. SuperTeacher is not a school. It's not an online school. It's just a tool for you to use for your independent teaching. But it does help a lot, of course. As we talked before, you get a teacher page for self-marketing. Once you register, you get a self-paced course, a teacher training that includes some useful resources such as self-marketing tool. And we in the super teacher community, we tend to add resources, such as, for example, an onboarding questionnaire or lesson feedback form or your class offer template or your flyer template, things that can help you do self-marketing even better. SuperTeacher is also not a teacher marketplace, which is really great. That means if you register, you're not going to be displayed somewhere along with other teachers. So there's no competition. It's just your own web space to share with your own clients and students, so they cannot get in touch with somebody else, registered or using SuperTeacher. And SuperTeacher is not a middleman. That means you're your own boss. You have your own policies. This is very important. Like, you apply your own teaching policies, class cancellation policies, rescheduling, refund policies. It's all up to you. You're like your own business or edupreneur, right? That also means SuperTeacher does not get any cut off of your earning, and especially if you are subscribed if you're on our monthly plan, which is $9 a month for now. I'm just gonna say that. Maybe you want to lock into that price. That means there is no additional fees other than third-party fees, which are Stripe and Wise mentioned before. If you're on the free plan, there's also a freemium. It includes all the features, but then you have the additional 10% because you're not paying, on a monthly based subscriptions. And this works well for teachers who are just having one or two students, still starting out and wanting to explore everything, and receiving payments from time to time, and don't have regular income teaching independently. So for teacher friends like those, it works to stay on the free plan. You can stay on the free plan as long as you want. So it's good to begin with, to get the feel of it, and to kind of explore everything first. Okay, great. Let me check the questions. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot. Schwab says, I know PayPal is horrible with rates, but will PayPal be possible? Yes, PayPal is super expensive. At the moment, SuperTeacher officially supports Wise only, but if you don't have that option, like if you live in a country where Wise doesn't work, I know just recently a few teachers from Turkey reached out to me saying, like, beginning July 1st or July 31st, Wise is not an option as well. There's also always a bank payout, but it's slow, it's expensive. So please reach out to me. That's what I'm trying to say, and we will figure out something. Katie says, I've already figured out how to book classes for my parent after they pay for a bundle. Great. And also how to reschedule because she wanted a different. Amazing. That's what thank you so much for sharing this insight, Katie. I highly recommend. I'm trying not to overwhelm everybody. When we have one-on-one meetings or teacher trainings every Monday, starting in 30 minutes from now, you can just stay and join me if you have more questions after this. But go slowly, go with what you need. And then as you go, you will learn in the process, like what comes next for you, for your business, rather than, trying to get everything that's happening on SuperTeacher, because it is a learning curve. But once you get a good hold of it, trust me, you won't regret it, because it just works for us. Okay, back to the simplicity, to the basics. Here are the 3 simple steps to get set instantly. The first one is you want to set your class offer. And I decided to show you this as we speak, because that's the best way. You can, even if you're registered with SuperTeacher, feel free to open your account and follow me, or just follow me as you watch the replay later on. I'm going to share this other tab and show you how to set Just a second. It says I'm sharing, but you don't see. Oh yeah, you can see it. Okay, now we're good. Perfect. Okay, just give me a second. So you can see, um, yeah, my teacher dashboard. You see, once you log in, you click my profile, and this is the page you're taking to edit profile. Here is the only mandatory thing you have to set up is your teaching categories and prices, and this is the setup for your one-on-one class. In order for your bookings to work, the calendar is going to pick up this setup. Whatever you do on SuperTeacher is going to pick up this setup. This is very important. The only super important thing. That means if you try to create a group class, it will pick up your class offer, like what curriculum are you going to be using, what subject is this group class going to be about, and everything. So whenever you want to add something, you just go back to the basic, this categories and prices. If you're creating a self-paced course, same thing. So it's going to ask you to uh, pick from this setup. So let's say you're an ESL teacher. The first thing, here you can see three steps: subjects I teach, curriculum I offer, and class duration for a single class. So if I was new, this list would be completely blank. So what you need to do is click this first little plus button. Let's set a new category. Let's say I'm gonna teach maybe science. Why not? Okay, ta-da-da. As soon as you add the subject, a little green button appears that says list curriculum. And this is step 2, another plus button to click. So let's see, I want to teach physical science. Submit. Okay. If there is a curriculum you don't see and want us to list, just let me know at support@superteacher.net, and we will add it in no time. That's how we keep growing this database based on what teachers need. So step 2, done. And the last one, list class offer, the third plus button. Let's say I want to teach a 25-minute electricity, maybe, based class. And my single class price is going to be maybe 25. I'm just going to put anything randomly. I highly recommend and encourage you to put your top price for a single class. So later on, you can give discounts or do whatever you want with your packages. Okay, so I've just added that. This is step 1. Step 2 is linking the classroom you're using. SuperTeacher integrates with all classrooms and video conferences options that have a permanent link option. So that means, on Zoom, this is the private meeting room. On VooV, if you're using VooV, an alternative to Zoom, a Chinese app, it also has a private personal meeting room. If you're using Google Meet, Microsoft Meeting app, Qualago, sorry, all of them have a personal meeting room. The only one very popular that doesn't have that option, but you can still use SuperTeacher no matter that, is Classin, because they simply don't provide this single link option. So that means parents can still book classes in order for you to open them in Classin and avoid them not paying in time or any issues with paying classes before you show up. Actually, I'm gonna grab a link of from our blog that has little video guides, very short video guides on how to integrate, how to add any of these classroom options or video conferencing tools. So let me see. Let me just find it for you. And classroom integrations. You also have these video guides in SuperTeacher's self-paced training. I'm going to also share. So here is the blog article with these all video guides on SuperTeacher are like 2 to 3 minutes long. So they're going to walk you through how to actually set things up. And let me just grab the self-paced course just for your future reference. Usually upon teachers register, I try to You get added to our email list to get all the useful resources, such as trainings and webinar replays and uh, self-paced courses. Here it is. I found it. And this self-paced teacher training has just been updated, like this very morning. So feel free to check it out. Everything is up to date and um, useful based on teachers' feedback. Great. And the third thing you would need to set is your payouts, preferred payout method. So we're still on the edit my profile. Yeah, you can see it. In my finances, you will find these two tabs. The first one is link Wise or bank account for payouts, and the other one is link Stripe. I'm just going to show you because it's super easy, but I get lots of questions about that. So for anybody watching or needing this info, here it is. I clicked Add Wise, and you get these two main tabs. This one is Add a payout method, where you would just click either bank account or Wise. We really highly recommend Wise because it's instant and because of international payment processing and everything. And here you would just need to enter your Wise registered email account. If you have a private and business Wise account, sometimes it happens we can't see it. So I will reach out to you, and we always do a test, transaction, like a dollar test transaction, just to make sure everything works before we really process your earnings. And as soon as you add your payout method, that's the thing you just need to set once, not every time. Here you will see your balance at any point, and you can request the payout. You see, it says current revenue. This is your current balance. Service fee. If you're on the free plan, you will have some fee, a bigger fee, like 10% after the third party processing fees. If you're subscribed, you would just see the total of about 5% Stripe plus Wise fee. Referral bonus. SuperTeacher has its own referral program. So if you like it, what you see, and you want to share with your teacher friends, you can just grab your referral link, which is next to my finances. It says refer and earn, and everybody gets their own unique referral link. So this is really nice and fun and helps spread the word as well while you earn on all along, right? Okay, let me check if we have any comments. Oh, we have Angie says, I highly recommend attending the Super Teacher class on Mondays. You get one-on-one help and advice from other teachers. Thank you so much, Angie. Exactly. Like they're more like meetups. You can just tune in every Monday if you want. If you just want to chat or hear what's new or anything, that's also good. Earlier we had like Mondays and Wednesdays, but now they're put together. So no matter if you're just starting, you can still come and join us. Or if you're like a veteran super teacher, you're more than welcome as well. Every Monday at 7 p.m. Central European time. So this is like always the same time. Yeah. Thank you, Angie, for the reminder. Katie says, I agree the trainings after the webinar are super useful and help you talk out ideas or issues. Exactly. And we're going to have one starting in 20 minutes also. So feel free to just, let me share the link if you still want to join after that. Here is the link. Great. Awesome. I'm so looking forward to it already. Okay, back to the basics. So these are the things you need to set up. Your class offer, the classroom of your choice that you normally use, just link the classroom. There are video guides shared under this live thread, and then the payout method. If you need support with anything, come join me in our Monday training, or you can even schedule a quick like one-on-one with me at any point. Just reach out and we'll take care of it and share. Okay, and let's go back to, oh, sorry, I stopped sharing, obviously, I think. Just give me a second. Get back to it. Okay, we're back. Awesome. Let me just make sure. Oh, okay, now you see it. I keep forgetting to open. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, why is it so tiny? Oh, okay. Okay, we're back. Tech is always a challenge. Okay, all good. Perfect. So these are like the three things you really need to set up and are recommended to start easily. So that means from there on, you can just share your teacher page with your students. If you do need to create a class package, you can just go to your edit profile page and create one as well. Okay. Or just join me in our training afterwards and I'll show you. Okay, here's a list of 10 frequently asked questions. I thought to make it a little bit more fun, I put them in a word wall game, uh, just to make sure you can see it. Ah, you can. Okay, good. You're good. I will mute it so because I don't want it to create some echo or issues. Actually, I will try to mute it. Oh, okay, it's muted. Let's see. So these are like frequently asked questions teachers have that might help you get started faster and just find the replies. Okay, how can I start using SuperTeacher? I think we covered that. You just need to follow this link. Let me put it in the chat below. If you haven't registered already, just make sure to follow the link and sign up as a teacher. You will see two options, sign up as a student or sign up as a teacher. Make sure to sign up as a teacher. That's all you need. Enter your email and password and you'll be good to go. As soon as you register, you will get all the useful information how to proceed. Those three easy steps if you still need it. Okay. How about this one? Number 2 says, are my students able to see my calendar in order to book a class? Yes, your calendar is available worldwide, even in China, as mentioned before. And the very important thing we made sure to take care of is everybody previews your schedule in their local time zone. That means if your student is one is in the US, another one is in the UK, and the third one is in China, you don't need to open up your schedule and convert the time. You can always preview it in your local time zone and they will be able to preview it in their local time zone. Okay, eliminate. Okay, how about number 3? How much are transaction fees? We already talked about. If you do subscribe with SuperTeacher, which is $9 a month at the moment, um, there is no SuperTeacher transaction fees. There is only third-party transaction fees. Depending if you're using Stripe, it's usually 3.9% plus 30 cents. This is their kind of standard international fee. And if you do not use Stripe, we still need to process your payment two-wise, and there is 1% additional fee. So in total, no more than 5% altogether. Okay. How about number 4? Let's check number 4. Will I be able to offer group classes? Yeah, I think we touched upon that already. So anything you can imagine you can offer in the form of one-on-one class, group class, self-paced courses, or subscription programs. Okay, how about this one? Will you keep track of how many classes have been used in the packages? Sorry, I'm kind of repeating myself because I did prepare for it, but yeah, based on the actual questions, I wanted to make sure it's useful. So yes, if you recall, there is a balance tab in your teacher dashboard and student portal. So at any point, you can see how many classes students have used to book and how many class credits they have left. That also means they can't book a class with you if they haven't paid or if they don't have any class credits left, which is really nice. And whenever you struggle to establish your policies, you just say it's just SuperTeacher policy. Trust me, it helps. They'll be like, oh, SuperTeacher, but not you. So feel free to do so. Blame it on SuperTeacher. It works. Good. Okay, how about number 6? We're halfway. Let me just check if there are new comments. Angie says extremely affordable. Thank you, Angie. I really think so. Because SuperTeacher was never aiming for, becoming a business as it is now. It was just to suit our own teachers' needs to begin with, and then we opened up. And I think it's more than decent, especially compared to other platforms. And you know, plus, none of them is built specifically for independent teachers. And. Okay, how do you handle the possibility of clients not paying or not paying on time? We just talked about that. There is no way for them to access class if they haven't paid. And this is something maybe new for you as an idea, but that's how SuperTeacher works. The idea was you can go to bed not worrying about last minute cancellations and everything because they will become aware that the class credits is what they get. And if they don't show up, they lose the class credit. Of course, it's up to you if you want to do a makeup class to offer them, another class to make up for the one they missed. It's completely up to you. But by default, SuperTeacher keeps us, the teachers, protected. So that means students can cancel class outside of 24-hour window. And if they want to cancel a late notice, with a late notice, they will have to reach out to you to either send you a message or tell you, oh, Teacher Igor or Ivy, I want to cancel. I really can't attend. So then it's up to you what you want to do about it. Because you, as a teacher, you can cancel it anytime, but they can't. They have to do it 24 hours before. Okay, and we have four more to go, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Let's see, number 7. Oh, my old ones appeared. Oh, I clicked shuffle or something. Never mind. My issue is having clients asking for preview resources. Oh, that's a great question. That on SuperTeacher, as mentioned before, you can create a self-paced course, but that also means you can just create a resource library you would like to assign to your students, and it can work really well if you want to even up your prices. You can say, from now on, I'm going to be including, lesson previews. You can access anytime, 24/7 at your convenience, here and there. So there are webinars that please check our training center to find how exactly you can do that. Okay, number 8. That's my number 8. Says, what payout methods does SuperTeacher support? We mentioned before, officially, Stripe and Wise, but if you really don't have an alternative or something, reach out and we will try to make it work. We will do our best. Okay, number 9. Let's see. Does SuperTeach include a virtual conference tool? Oh, yeah, this is a very often asked question because we had it previously until the new year, the past new year. And we decided to discontinue the classroom with the cool browser simply because of the in-class support needed for a quality, service. SuperTeacher is still a very small team, and we can't provide 24/7 support in all time zones and everything. So it was just a business decision made so we don't burn out. And even though we might reconsider it in the future as the SuperTeacher grows. Hope this helps. And that being said, only teachers who did subscribe long ago still have access to the classroom. And let's see, number 10, how to onboard my students easily. Oh, very important. Easy way. So there are 2 ways you can onboard, you can go about this. And I would say my biggest recommendation with this is depends on the number of students you're onboarding. If you're just starting and having like 1 to 3 students, you can easily share your teacher page and say, please register here, and then share the student guides we have. Let me show you in our teacher training. So you just type in guide. They are translated in over 10 languages at the moment. And if there is a language you need and it's not included already, like there is, of course, English, then Spanish, French, German, Italian, Russian, Turkish, Korean, Japanese, Vietnamese, Chinese, and probably a few more. I think 13 or 11 at the moment. You can see them here in the teacher training in the training center, the training center. So these student guides are very short. They're like 30 seconds each. Let me open the English one. Let's see where it is. Korean, Turkish, Spanish, French. And there is a multi-language one, the one for teachers. I recommend getting the multi-language one on the second page probably because it includes all the languages. And here it is. That also means you can assign student guides to your student as soon as they register or you register them, which is the second option. You can just enter their email here, you see, and gift the course. You just click gift this course and they will get it. It will show up in their dashboard, which is really good, so they can watch in their own pace. But basically, the guides are super user friendly. You see only 30 seconds each one. How to sign up as a student, how to book a class with your teacher, how to buy a class package, how to book a group class, buy a course, reschedule, cancel class, use your class package. This is going to be probably after they subscribe. If they buy a package, you can just open it. You can even download the guide if it's easier for you and share it with your student if you want to do it all for them. So that's the first way is they register, you share your teacher page, and then depending on what you're selling, you just tell them, okay, click here to or watch this video guide. And as soon as they do it once, they will be good to go. And the second way is if you are onboarding a lot of students at once, I totally 100% recommend doing it yourself because it happens sometimes that teachers come not being aware of like what that means. If you share your link in a group of 35 students, for example, and they all start onboarding, and your brain is gonna explode. Them saying, "Okay, is it good?" Sending screenshots, and you want to avoid that at any cost. So it's better if you just let them know, ask them for their email, and say, "Okay, I'm gonna register you, and I'm gonna get you all set. You will just have to log in and pay for classes. And from there on, it's much easier. You can tell them, okay, now you can book classes or I can." I always encourage you having them do their part. But just the onboarding itself, it's way easier to do yourself if you're onboarding lots of students. So that means make your email list of your current students, register them as students, and then from there on, just after that, just share their login info. And you can even assign class credits, but that's a little bit more in detail. We can talk about it in the training later on if you're already there. But don't worry, just go step by step with everything. Okay. Well, I think we should stop here. Let me just share back our presentation and see if there is anything important I wanted us to cover that we haven't. Let me just check. Okay, in the self-paced course, you will find a little comparison of SuperTeacher to other platforms. If you were looking into Calendly or Tutorbird, the way it compares, it's like just by simply glancing at it, you can tell SuperTeacher offers much more, and it's much more affordable. Um, Let me check if we have any more questions. Okay, none so far. Feel free to leave a comment if you're watching the replay as well. And how do you know if SuperTeacher is for you? So if you are questioning yourself, if you're just thinking for yourself that you need a booking system that works worldwide, or you need an easy way to receive payments, or you feel overwhelmed with your teaching admin, not mine. That means if you're already teaching and have more than one or two students, it can lead to a burnout very easily. So then SuperTeacher is perfect for you to have your students, book classes and SuperTeacher track everything. If you need a professional teacher page, the whole presence of you yourself, building your portfolio, making yourself available online as an online independent educator is a big thing to begin with, not to mention all the other features you get. If you want to scale up with group classes or self-paced courses, it's perfect for that. And if you're struggling to manage reschedule and cancellation requests, because you can always, forward the responsibility to SuperTeacher, saying this is just, the this apps policy. Okay, so to sum it up, with SuperTeacher, you can offer one-on-one classes, group classes, self-paced courses, and more. You can sell your classes as class packages, trial classes, you can use coupons and recurring subscriptions. You can accept payments via card, WeChat, Alipay, and then everything you sell turns into class credits that SuperTeacher tracks the usage of. SuperTeacher integrates with your favorite classroom that has a permanent link option. You get a personal teacher webpage and student dashboard and a whole portal to schedule and manage upcoming classes, and you can scale up with group classes and self-paced courses. I hope this was valuable. We mentioned the price at the moment is just $9 a month with zero commission fee. That means after Stripe and Wise have their own standard transaction fees. If you're on the free plan, there is additional 10% commission on earnings, but no monthly fee. Yeah, well, thank you. Feel free to reach out at support@superteacher.net and or join me in our training coming in a few minutes. Starting in a few minutes. I will share the link once again, and I will see you there. Thanks to everybody who joined in today, and yeah, see you in 5. Actually, a few minutes. See you soon. Let me just check the link once again.